All right, we are going to learn about matrices today, and a matrix is just a box of numbers, but it does provide a very powerful way for you to solve systems of equations, which we have been doing up until this point, but there is a much easier way to solve these systems if you know about matrices. So let's learn a little bit about matrices first and how they work, and then we can see how we can use them to figure out solutions to systems of equations. So we've got a box of numbers here, and this is basically the stats for the Texas Rangers, or at least 10 of the players. So you can see this stuff all in here that's just a box of numbers that can be helpful, and you can use it. You can add it to other boxes of numbers, or you can average them, or whatever you want to do. So that's all a matrix is. We can add matrices, but we have to be careful because they have to be the same size. So they have to have the same number of rows and columns. All right, and the answer matrix is going to be the same size as the two matrices in the question, or more. It doesn't have to be two. So this matrix here is a 3 by 3. It has 3 rows and 3 columns. And I am adding it to another 3 by 3, so my answer will be a 3 by 3. And to get the answers, I just add the numbers that are in the same position. So this 3 will get added to this 2, and my answer of 5 will go right here. This -1 will add to this 0, and the answer -1 will go here. This 5 will add to this -2, and the answer will be 3, and it will go right there. And I'll do all of those additions, and the answer will have the 9 answers to the 9 addition problems that are in those matrices. So that's how you add them. You can also multiply a matrix by what's called a scalar, just a regular number sitting outside of the matrix. Again, the answer matrix will be the same size as the one in the question, and what we're going to do is we're just going to multiply each element by that scalar. So it's like adding the same matrix to itself a bunch of times. So you would get the same answer that way too. So I have this 3 by 2 matrix. It's got 3 rows and 2 columns. It's being multiplied by -2 out here, so my answer is going to be a 3 by 2 as well. And to get the answers, I take this -2 and I multiply it by each of these 6 numbers, and each of the 6 answers goes in here. So -2 times -1 would give me +2, that goes right there. -2 times 5 would give me -10, and that goes right there, and so on with the other 4 multiplications. Okay, so those are 2 of the operations of matrices. And obviously I could ask you a question where I combine those concepts. So I have 3 times this 3 by 3 matrix here, plus 4 times this 3 by 3 matrix here. What I'm going to do in the first step is multiply this first matrix by 3 and this second matrix by 4, and then I will add them together. So kind of an order of operations. So if I multiply the first matrix by 3 and the second matrix by 4, this is what I get. So 3 times 8 is 24, 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times -1 is -3, and then all the other numbers are multiples of 3 as well. Then I take 4 times that 0, it's 0, 4 times the -2 is -8, and 4 times that 1 is 4, and I do the other 6 multiplications, and I get those numbers right there. The matrices are the same size, so I can add them together. So I do 24 plus 0, that's 24. 3 plus -8 is -5, and -3 plus 4 is +1. I do all of those 9 additions, and that is the answer matrix that I get. All right, and that's it for that concept. That we can multiply matrices together, and that is very important, but I think it's too much to cover with this lesson combined with that. So I'll give you another lesson on how to multiply one matrix by another matrix. That's going to take some work, it's going to take some practice. But if you have some questions about me on any of these concepts that we looked at in this video, please email me or contact me in your favorite way, and we will do some more practice of this tomorrow.